First offering, tapped. Oh, that had weird spin. Kelly said on. That's just a bad break for the Cubs.
That rule, you do not have to run in the lane as long as you're on the dirt. Frank has just been ejected for the second day in a row.
Alarm.
That's a call, third strike.
Well, he just ran Nico.
Nico Horner gets tossed.
This is an inexperienced umpire back. Chief at the umpires.
Jason Dominguez here. 1 ball, 1 strike. And home plate umpire Bruce Streckman is having a word or two with Aaron Boone. It's James Rowson. Yeah, I don't know. Did you see the?
Yeah, he did. He's a lefty. He threw him out lefty.
Yeah, he did.
Low. Oh, and they called that strike 3. It was low, and Jordan Baker missed it, and Ryan Jeffers has been thrown out. Rocco Baldelli out for a conversation, but
Bat by Ryan Jeffers taken away.
Estabrook, the home plate umpire. Narvaez out there to push him back, and he's thrown him out of the game.
Just kind of stands up, you know, to make a better throw, but Estabrook can't see it. That ball's right down the middle.
Blanco goes on first movement, and Ray throws over, and Blanco is going to be out. Matt Quatrero might be arguing. He just got ejected by second base umpire Jordan Baker, and he might be arguing blocking second base. This is not a review.
And liner.
Wow, that's a low zone.
Well,
right?
so yeah, I think at this point, now that we just got our first ejection.
Got him.
Now I've had this sense the last couple of days that Joe Espada was this close.
And he's saying, why are you looking at me? Why are you looking at me? And it's just.
Well, Josh Chisholm just got thrown out, and really he has nobody to blame but him. Walked him out to the field to try to calm him down, and he would not stop screaming at Wegner about that 2-0 pitch. And you always tell me, Paul, heat of the moment, but this is far after the heat.
Down on strikes. Here's Burleson. Your team offensively is really fun to watch, and it looks like something that we probably would have regretted. He's getting his money's worth here.
Eric, does that fire you up when you see a manager get into it like that?
They hit Ohtani. Suarez hits him.
They might eject Suarez.
Absolutely. Warnings were handed out, and Ohtani gets hit. If we're going to hit anybody, it's him. That's it. He's gone.
The bench coach will also be taking a hike.
He's just a pond skipper through the right side.
After review, call in the field. Stands. The runner is safe.
Yeah, the looks they had here, A.J. Hinch.
Scenery is all that you need, and Savali needs to keep pitching. And it looks like Venable's gone.
Will Venable is hot early on. He is giving it to Marvin Hudson. Hudson has blown numerous calls already to start this game, and Will Venable stick.
Check swing. Did he go? He did. Ryan Blakeney said Seager went around here at Arlington.
Boch didn't like it, and he's not going to watch any more of the game from the dugout.
88th career ejection. We'll be watching from the clubhouse.
Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Andujar's just been ejected. And he is gone from this game, and the A's are gone. It's 3-3.
Looks like he's not getting any satisfaction. He's been thrown out of the game. Second game in a row for the Red Sox manager. He has been tossed out. Red Sox run themselves into a double.
Ryan Thompson yelling at both Stu Sherwater and Jordan Baker. I think they might have called a disengagement. What is going on here? Well, we've got 35,129 that would like to know what's going on as well.
And he's got the hand of the second base umpire who may have initiated all that.
And once again, that high strike is called. Strike 3 to Carroll.
Well, it looks like Edgar got his money worth it anyway, as he's tossed from this one.
We saw it on back-to-back pitches, that high strike. Both players, Vargas, Caro, unhappy with the call.
After review, the call stands. The runner's out.
I mean, you're looking at that with me, right? Where the glove is above his hand and his finger's on the corner. So what are we looking at? What's the point of replay?
Oh, he's been tossed out of the game. Duran has been run by Doug Eddings.
Like this.
Like this. And
there it is. Well, we have a fun discussion at home plate, and Reese McGuire will have to exit said game.
Ejected from the on-deck circle. That was a borderline pitch. Austin Jones calls time on behalf of the batter, and then Correa. Here we go. We have an argument. Carlos Correa is screaming at Austin Jones. Rocco Baldelli is fired up, and he
took Aranda into Edwards. I just don't. I don't agree with that call at all. You see, he's hugging that line the whole time. So there's no way that that could be interference.
Now the Marlins dugout's barking, but Clayton McCullough is telling the home plate umpire office early for the first time this season. Get your money's worth.
Yeah, absolutely. Eliminate some of those collisions at first between the first baseman and the runner. And Xavier Edwards was hugging that.
And the 0-2 on the way to Crawford. It is strike 3 called on the outside corner, and JP not happy at all with home plate umpire Andy Fletcher, and Crawford has just been thrown out of the ball game. JP Crawford is red hot. He's not giving up the conversation. Here comes Dan Wilson, and
bottom of most of the game it hadn't been. It has not been. What's a strike in the first should be a strike in the ninth, and everything in between. And Terry Franklin has been tossed. Is that Nick Martinez?
Man, close. Called a ball. You saw a
You know what?
This is exactly what he needs to let him know. You know, you're going to call him on us. You got to call him both ways. You can't just be ringing our guys up.
And right there, he does the same. That's called strike 3. It was below the zone. Here comes A.J. Hinch to try and help his player, and they're gonna, you know, A.J. was a step away. Javi, because he is incensed. Joey Cora's out there as well. Javi Baez is in center and right. Salmarsh's arm.
Oh, right? That's a strike. And it's about.
Yep, and he said, don't point your finger at me.
Out after throwing gum toward the field, he gets thrown out by the home plate umpire, John Tumpane.
Yeah, I think Aaron thought it hit the line from the review they saw.
This shocks you because DJ LeMahieu does not have much to say on the field. And Jeremy Rehak didn't like what he said and threw him out immediately.
Both managers are gone, and warnings have been handed out.
You can understand why the two managers are thrown out. They had a physical altercation.
Got to wonder about a suspension for that guy because of the contact.
Runner goes. They've got him. Tell you what, his foot crossed his leg, which means he has to then go.
Well, is this guy making the call and not the first base coach, umpire?
And Rob's thrown out.
He has every right to be.
That was thrown inside, protecting our players, and that's why they're getting together right now. That was way inside.
And that's going to be warnings to both sides right now.
Clayton McCullough just got thrown out by Alfonso Marquez.
Clayton McCullough, great.
Strike 3 call. Calroni's single is stranded. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Something that has never happened in the baseball career of Dan Wilson as a player or in his short early career as a manager. Dan Wilson has been ejected from this game.
The batter was considered. It hit the butt end of my bat. So they're going to explain it to Kevin before they. Too many times that he has been this fired up. No. In 11 years. No, he's living. And he's not. And Jim Wolf is coming to meet him, and Rodney's trying to protect him.
Webb just off the.
There we go.
Yep, there goes. Bochy's just been tossed.
Inches off the plate that they called strike and caused Simeon eventually to strike out with the bases loaded.
3-2.
Hey, got the check swing that time. Wow.
Now the bases are loaded.
I thought he swung.
John Lipka says you're out of this game, and that's the second time already that he's been ejected. After he lips, he said, you go back to the clubhouse.
And come up with a hit. He is 1 for 4.
He goes, Nick, right there, he said, right here, that's not a strike. And then Nick must have thrown him out.
Wow. If he threw him out earlier, he was not very demonstrative about it. But then the exchange.
Well, this is where
and boy, he is hot.
Oh, yeah. Or did he get thrown out? Another strike, or because he had called time. He had called time.
Strike 3. Soderstrom not happy. He's going to turn around and have that conversation with Tom Hanahan, and he's now tossed out of the game. Mark Kotze out of the dugout now. Take over.